Well, hi everybody, Jeff Shore here, and we're going to start a new series. It's all part of a project that I've been working on for a while now, doing the research work for us. I'm preparing to write a book on the subject of sales follow-up and what to do after the customer says no. That's the thing about sales, we always want the yes. But I think if you've been in sales long enough, you know that sometimes that customer says no. What do you do now? Well, we know what the mediocre or the poor salesperson does. They go, oh well, hope the next person buys from me. But we're not poor and we're not mediocre. We are great salespeople, and we're going to learn what great salespeople do. But it all begins with a mindset. There's no question about it. You get your mindset straight first, and then the strategy and techniques come afterwards. But if your mindset is off, it doesn't matter whether you've got the strategy and the techniques and the tools. If your mindset isn't right, you're not going to use them correctly anyway. So we're going to start there here with this first video, talking about your mindset as it relates to follow-up. How to continue the conversation after the customer says no, both immediately after the customer says no, and then for days, weeks, or months that it's going to take us to finally culminate and get the sale over the finish line. It all begins with your mindset and your level of confidence in your ability to keep this relationship going, to keep this conversation going. Now look, I'm not going to deny it. Follow-up requires diligence, persistence, and a certain degree of mental toughness. We have to be prepared to stay in there and to keep that sales conversation going, to keep that customer's emotional altitude at a high point. So you got to be strong, and this is what's going to separate great salespeople from everybody else. Everybody else just wants to quit when the customer says no, but the great salespeople know that that's where the opportunity is to stay with that customer. With that in mind, with us thinking about the mindset, then we really have to start here with a very, very important and fundamental question, and that is, why follow-up? Now, you might be looking at it and saying, I already know why to follow up because my manager makes me. Or I know why to follow up because it's in the CRM. It pops up as a task list. I get into trouble if I don't do it. Or even I know why I'm going to follow up because I want to get more sales. Now look, those are all legitimate reasons why we follow up, but none of those should be the core reason why we follow up. The number one reason to follow up is a matter of service. It's a matter of how you continue to serve that customer with whom you've built a strong relationship and you've already got that good rapport. Now, how do we continue that conversation in order to serve them well? When it comes to effective follow-up, you have to think service first. Now look, you spent how much time with them? 30, 60, 90 minutes with them up to this point? They shared with you some important details about their life. For you not to follow up would be, quite frankly, just plain rude. We want to extend that along and let them know we haven't forgotten about you, we still care about you, and we want to stay with you until your problem is solved. So what I want you to do this week is focus on it from the perspective of how you want to be followed up with. If you were in the purchase process, if you were thinking about buying something, especially a big ticket item, what would you want from a salesperson? How could they serve you best? What information they could provide? What help could they assist you with? Rather than just, hey, just following up to see if you're still interested. Now, that's a call that's made on behalf of the salesperson. You need to be thinking about the call that you would want to receive, the call that a salesperson made on your behalf. So this week we're going to focus just on that. We're going to look at what you would want out of follow-up. And as you start concentrating on that, it should direct your own follow-up efforts with the customers that you've been working with already. So there's your starting point. Get your mindset straight. Follow-up is first and foremost about service.